Sanar entraña un cambio no solamente físico, sino también mental y emocional. El primer paso para cambiar es asumir que el entorno y aún nuestras propias actitudes no están siendo saludables para nosotros y es preciso trabajar en ello. Estas son algunas de las enseñanzas del reconocido científico Joe Dispenza y hoy le presento la segunda parte de la entrevista que nos concedió. Well, if you can influence sickness, can you influence aging, getting old?
One of the things we'll be doing in the next year is studying telomeres. And telomeres are the little tiny shoestrings on the end of your DNA. And every time a cell divides, those telomeres shorten. And so there's a constant called Hayflick's constant, which means after 50 divisions in a cell, all of a sudden the cell starts diminishing those telomeres and we start to age. Well, some of the research has shown that you can lengthen those telomeres by making the right choices in your life, by overcoming certain emotions, and actually reversing the aging process. So if the telomeres can lengthen by 10%, it means you have 10% of your life given back to you. Your biological age then begins to become elongated, because I'm interested in seeing if it's possible to signal the immortality gene.
Well, doctor, I'm going to make a big question. You know, Mexico, our beloved country, has many problems right now. I know you have been here many times. Maybe you've got to know Mexicans. Is there something that one can do, or you can do, or someone can do to help Mexican community?
First and foremost, and I believe this wholeheartedly, is that if we are going to see any change in any culture, we have to start with ourselves. In other words, if you don't like corruption, you better not have any corruption in your life. If you don't like violence and war, you better not be arguing with your neighbor. If we keep turning it in on ourselves, and every person in the culture begins to do that, a new consciousness, a new awareness is going to begin to emerge. That's the first point. The second point is, when people start to get heart-centered, and we've measured this, and they create an elevated emotion, they begin to produce a magnetic field that's measurable.
Yes.
That magnetic energy is a frequency, and that frequency carries information. What it carries, an intention or a thought. So if we take a community of 500 people and we have them create an elevated emotion, and we have other people at a remote location wearing a heart rate monitor, when those people begin to change the energy of the room, and we've measured this, all the people that are wearing the heart rate monitors, 90% of them go into heart coherence. They begin to feel love at a remote location.
Beautiful answers, doctor. Thank you, doctor. Well, to finish this interview, what advice, what message would you send to the Mexican people?
I would say, don't take my word for it. I would say, try it out. I think that if you spend the majority of your life living in suffering and pain and anger and frustration, justified or not, it still has a terrible effect on your body and in your life. I don't think anybody is worth holding on to those emotions.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Dr. Dispenza.
Thank you.